Hello everyone, Matt the Cat here, and welcome back to the Matt the Cat Snow Ice Level Advent Calendar, where we will go over 25 different snow ice levels from 25 different games all the way until Christmas. We're on day 6, and we'll be taking a look at Mario Party 6. Level of choice, Snowflake Lake. A board with a unique twist to collecting stars. There are no stars on this board, so each player starts with 5. So how do you get stars? By stealing! No one will ever know! There are 4 doghouses on the outer portion of the board, and for 20 coins, you can ride on a chain chomp and crush any opponent in their path, stealing a star during the process. But don't be so hasty on getting on those chain chomps. First, you need to check who's ahead of you, and see if you're within range to reach them. When riding on a chain chomp, you will roll another dice block which determines how far the chain chomp will go. You ride the chain chomp, and fingers crossed if you steal your opponent's star. The only downside to this is it's all determined by luck if you can reach them or not. If your roll isn't big enough, you won't be stealing any stars. Keep in mind when riding a chomp, you'll always move forward. That means you won't collect any free orbs, stop by any shops, or take the branching paths in the inner portions. The outer portion is the main play area, and you'll be spending most of your time there than the inner portion. Think of them as the danger zone and the safe zone. That being said, if you're close to a branching path and you feel like your opponent will steal your star, you can use them to get to the safe zone. This is a good way to avoid your opponents temporarily. But if you notice someone has passed a doghouse and are completely vulnerable, you might want to consider taking a quick exit and catch up to them for an ambush. Now I know what you're thinking. What happens when I'm nowhere near the safe zone and my opponent is gonna steal my star? Thankfully, there's one more way to defend yourself. The Snack Orb. This is a Snowflake Lake exclusive orb that can't be used on the player or the spaces. When your opponent tries to steal a star from you, it's automatically used, causing the chain chomp to jump over your head and skip you entirely. As long as you have at least one in your inventory, ain't no one stealing your star. Sounds like I've covered all the basics to this board, right?
Brace yourself, little boy.
You're playing Mario Party 6 for crying out loud. Every board in this game has a day and night mechanic. So why don't we shed some moonlight on this subject? The first noticeable difference is that there are freezies blocking every entrance in the safe zone. That's right! This board takes off the training wheels and forces you to fight like a real man! But what if you really want to hide from the serious top competitors? Don't worry, there's one more way to enter the safe zone. This swamp over here will let you enter for only 10 coins. I hope you're not poor. But I wouldn't be so sure on spending those coins because heading back to the doghouses will reveal more offers of movement. Now normal dices cost 10 coins, but for 20 or 30 coins, you will be granted 2 or 3 dice blocks. Do you not have enough money but still want an opportunity to steal a star? Go for a regular dice and hope for a good roll. Is the risk not worth it? Save your coins and come back later. But if you have enough coins and see the perfect opportunity to mow down your foes, you can become an ice-cold killer. This is all fine and dandy, but what if I told you there's another way to steal stars? Yep, by dueling. Since each player starts with 5 stars, it's easier to bet stars that way. You still have the option to bet coins, of course, But if you're feeling confident, duel for a star. Just pray that the minigame isn't luck-based. Let's talk about the happening spaces. Landing on one in the safe zone will start an ice skating minigame, where you try to collect as much coins as possible. Bumping into the other players will stun you temporarily, so try not to collide into them. At nighttime, this minigame will be a snowball fight instead, where you throw snowballs at your opponents to steal their coins. This game can get very chaotic, and most likely you'll lose some coins, so it's always best if you come out with no coins lost. Landing on this happening space will cause a snowman to throw a snowball at you. Sure, it does screw up any chances to ambush an opponent, but this could also be used to your advantage. If an opponent is right behind you and is planning to steal your star, you can land on that space for a quick getaway. The only problem is the start is close to this doghouse, and if anyone is close to that, there's a good chance they could steal your star. Either way, you get a sweet ride from this. Well, that pretty much sums up Snowflake Lake. For the first board that features star stealing as a gimmick, Hudson knocked it out of the park. A board like this could make for quite a chaotic game of Mario Party, and it gives you a chance to be toxic to your opponents. Have your coins ready, hold on to your snack orms, and hope for high rolls if you want any chance to become a superstar. And with that, Day 6 has come to an end. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Matt the Cat's Snow Ice Level Advent Calendar, and I'll see you on Day 7. Meow meow!